Once upon a time, in a meadow filled with dandelions, buttercups, and clover, there lived a little brown rabbit named Benny. Every morning when the sun peeked over the hill, Benny would hop out of his cozy burrow for a day of fun and frolic in the meadow. He loved playing hide and seek with the butterflies, having races with the dragonflies, and jumping over the babbling brooks. But Benny's favorite thing to do was to gather juicy carrots from the many carrot patches scattered around the meadow. He had quite a big collection of carrot patches, all discovered during his many adventures. But these carrot patches were not easy to find. Many were hidden in secret clearings or behind whispering willow trees. Benny had to rely on his keen sense of smell to sniff them out, and if that failed, he followed the tracks of other animals who had found them first. Now, Benny was a clever rabbit, quick and agile with twitching ears and paws that could dig like magic. He knew every nook and cranny of the meadow and all its secrets. But there was still so much more to discover. One bright morning, the air smelled fresh after a night of soft rain. The grass sparkled with drops of dew, and little butterflies fluttered around. Benny hopped out of his burrow with excitement. He shook his fur, wiggled his nose, and twitched his ears. Today felt different. Today, Benny felt lucky. As he hopped into the meadow, Benny noticed something new. A beautiful rainbow arched across the sky, connecting the earth to the clouds. Its colors were so bright they made the flowers seem dull. And right where the rainbow touched the ground, there appeared a tiny sparkle. Curiosity sparked in Benny's eyes. He had never seen a rainbow appear in the meadow before, let alone one that left behind a sparkle. Could it be a magical treasure? Or maybe an adventure just waiting to be discovered? Benny couldn't resist the allure of the unknown, so he followed the path of the rainbow, his heart pounding with anticipation. As he walked, he noticed something peculiar. The air around the rainbow seemed charged with energy, causing the blades of grass to dance and the flowers to sway in rhythm. It was as if the very essence of magic filled the air. The path led Benny to a part of the meadow he had never explored before. He cautiously entered the area, his senses on alert for any signs of danger or surprises. As he moved forward, the tall grasses parted before him, revealing a clearing bathed in sunlight. In the center of the clearing, something caught Benny's eye. It was a small mound covered in vibrant green grass, almost as if it were hiding something beneath its surface. Intrigued, Benny hopped closer. He sniffed the air, trying to catch a whiff of what lay beneath the grassy mound. To his delight, he detected a faint yet familiar scent, something that made his tummy rumble with anticipation. Could it be carrots? The thought sent a thrill through Benny, for he had a particular fondness for these crunchy orange delights. With renewed determination, Benny approached the grassy mound, his paws moving with purpose as he began to dig. As the dirt flew, Benny's heart raced with excitement. With each passing moment, he could feel the presence of something solid beneath the soil, something that promised to be more than just another ordinary discovery. Suddenly, his paw struck something hard. With a final heave, Benny managed to dislodge whatever it was. And there, nestled in the soft earth, lay a small wooden box. Its surface was adorned with intricate carvings, hinting at the treasure that lay within. Benny's eyes widened with amazement. Could this be the treasure at the end of the rainbow? What secrets and wonders did it hold? With trembling paws, he carefully opened the box, revealing a sight that took his breath away. Inside lay an assortment of the most beautiful carrots Benny had ever seen. Their color was a vibrant shade of orange, almost glowing with an inner light. Each carrot seemed to radiate a magical aura, beckoning him to take a closer look. Overcome with joy, Benny reached out and picked one of the carrots. As his fingers brushed against its smooth surface, he could feel a surge of positive energy coursing through him. It was as if the carrot itself were imbued with the essence of the rainbow's magic. Benny couldn't believe his luck. Not only had he discovered a secret clearing filled with luminous carrots, but he had also found a box overflowing with these magnificent vegetables. It was a fortune that would make any rabbit's heart skip a beat. With a wide grin, Benny continued to explore the clearing. He hopped from one spot to another, marveling at the sheer abundance of these magical carrots. Each one seemed more radiant than the last, promising a taste of pure delight. Suddenly, Benny noticed something else in the clearing, something that added to the mystery of this enchanting place. There in the distance, he saw a small house made of twigs and leaves. It looked cozy and inviting, as if someone had just vacated it. Driven by curiosity, Benny decided to investigate further. He cautiously approached the house, his ears perked up, listening for any sounds or signs of life. As he got closer, he noticed tiny details that hinted at a recent presence. Footprints in the soft earth around the house suggested that someone had just stepped outside, and the faint scent of lavender lingered in the air, as if the inhabitant had been tending to a garden nearby. With a mixture of excitement and apprehension, Benny hopped onto the porch and gently knocked on the door with his paw. He waited patiently, wondering who or what could possibly live in such a secluded and enchanting place. Just then, the door creaked open and a tiny field mouse peeked out. Startled by the sudden appearance of a rabbit, the mouse squeaked in surprise. But when he saw Benny's friendly face, his expression softened. "Well, hello there," said the mouse with a warm smile. "What brings you to my humble abode?" Benny, still marveling at the discovery of the magical carrots, explained how he had followed the rainbow to this clearing and stumbled upon the mouse's house. The mouse, whose name was Milo, invited Benny inside to rest and share some chamomile tea. Over cups of steaming tea, Benny and Milo engaged in lively conversation. Benny learned that Milo was a collector of rare herbs and spices, and he used his home in the clearing to store his most valuable finds. As their friendship blossomed over the shared love of nature's wonders, Benny discovered that Milo had stumbled upon the box of luminous carrots by pure chance. He had been exploring the meadow when he felt an inexplicable pull towards the same clearing, and upon digging, he unearthed the box, unaware of its magical properties. Touched by Benny's infectious enthusiasm, Milo decided to share his discovery with his newfound friend, knowing that Benny would appreciate the carrots as much as he did. After a delightful afternoon filled with laughter and camaraderie, it was time for Benny to return home. As he prepared to leave, Milo presented Benny with a small pouch filled with dried lavender. "Here you go," said Milo with a twinkle in his eye. "A little something to remember our first meeting, and perhaps it will help you sleep soundly tonight." Benny thanked Milo for the wonderful afternoon and for sharing the magic of the meadow. With a heavy basket of luminous carrots and a lighter heart, filled with newfound friendship, Benny hopped back towards his burrow. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the meadow, Benny couldn't help but reflect on the day's extraordinary events. The rainbow, the mysterious clearing, the magical carrots, and the unexpected friendship he had forged with Milo, the field mouse. It had been a day filled with wonder and delight, leaving Benny with a sense of gratitude for the magic that existed in every corner of the meadow. With his basket brimming with treasure, Benny knew that the meadow had once again revealed its secrets to him, and he looked forward to many more days of adventure and discovery in the days to come. Reaching his burrow, Benny carefully stored the carrots, placing them in a cool, dark corner where they would stay fresh for many days. As he settled down for the night, he couldn't help but smile, thinking about his adventure. The meadow was full of surprises, and he was lucky to call it his home. With a heart full of happiness and a belly full of dreams, Benny snuggled into his cozy bed of hay. He drifted off to sleep, his mind filled with images of rainbows, magical carrots, and the promise of new adventures that awaited him in the meadow the next day.